Ryan Watson, the goalkeeper for Canada.
I was so nervous, like I thought I was gonna puke. It was definitely not what I was expecting. My name is Ryan Watson. I am a member of the Canadian Para 7-a-side soccer team. I am the right back as well as the backup goalie.
When he was born, I was told he would probably never walk. So the fact that he excels, or at least holds his own, is a very proud moment for me. He's never given up. He perseveres, he's determined. It didn't matter that he wasn't the best kid on the team when he was little. He never got discouraged. You know, he'd fall down a lot because he has CP, and he'd just pick himself up, wipe himself off, and keep moving.
I grew up playing every other sport. Soccer was not, I tried it, but it wasn't, I was never really good. I was never really any good at it for obvious reasons. It didn't make sense to me to play the one sport that involved the limbs that didn't really work at 100%. So I never really played soccer growing up, no.
When I think of Ryan, I think that he brings calmness and peace of mind to the people around him, because when they see him out on the pitch, it allows an opportunity for them to express themselves in a better role in the match, because they're not relying on trying to maybe cover his role or help him out, because he's got that covered. That's kind of the thing that Ryan allows the boys to do. Not feel too stressed, you know, have a good time. He's got his eye on the prize, and he just wants the best for everyone, and it's hard not to get behind a guy like that.
Well, Ryan came to us from a lacrosse background and just actually stumbled upon our program from a former athletic therapist we had. When he came on board, he was very raw, but you could see his competitive nature and his willingness to fight for his position. His willingness to train to get better was very obvious. Ryan has that fierce competitive nature in him. Sometimes we have to bring it back a little bit. We can't afford any bad cards in the box, but we do like his spirit and his tenacity. So he's done everything he can to train to become better, and that's good on him.
In May of 2022, the Canadian para soccer team traveled to Salou, Spain, just outside of Barcelona, to participate in the 2022 IFCPF World Cup. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the team had not played competitive soccer in 2.5 years.
Maybe for most of us, but it means everything, right? We're just back in the program, back seeing each other, because it's been a while since we haven't seen each other. Just to see everybody in a competition form, even the other teams, just seeing them, because we have such a good relationship with certain teams, certain players. Like, we know each other, we talk to each other on social media and stuff like that. So just to see them from the standpoint of just connecting with other CP players was a great experience to have that back this year.
We had a couple new guys join the team, and they were promising. New guys. One guy by the name of Yuri Costa used to be a starter for the Brazilian national para team, and they're a world-class team. So having him on our side this time was a wonderful addition, and we had some high hopes. We were hoping to crack the top 8, but obviously the soccer gods had other plans.
In the opening minutes of Canada's first match against England, their starting goalkeeper, Damien Voitu, dislocates his shoulder and is out for the tournament.
Oh, that was the first thing that came to mind was, really, that play? That's the one that's taking me out? I've probably scooped a ball off the ground like that. I've been playing goal since I was 12 years old, thousands of times. And just it happened at that place, that time, that day, unfortunately, my 40-year-old shoulder decided that was enough for me. within, I was back at the hotel within 2.5 to 3 hours from the incident. It was from that time that I was able to come to grips with what actually happened. And as quickly as my tournament was beginning, it was now over.
Ever since I joined the team in 2018, it had been floated out to me that I'm the emergency goalie. Like if everything, DEFCON 1, everything goes awry, they would put me in nets. And I remember our coach, it was in 2018 at one of our showcase events, he walked up to me, and what some people don't know is that CP affects your hands as well. And so he looked at me and he said, go like this. He said, touch all your fingers to your thumbs. So I did it, and that was his judgment of me being the goalie, because my hands worked. And so he was like, if everything goes awry, you're our backup.
In Watson's first World Cup match, he shut out the powerhouse team from the Netherlands. Canada finished the group stage with a 1-1-1 record, setting up a crucial playoff match against their rivals from Australia.
Sport wrote another great story. You know, sport has a way of doing that sometimes, and without knowing it, Canada-Australia is quickly becoming a great rivalry in parasport. I believe it's almost even through the entire our entire head-to-head series across all years. But more recently, they've had our number a little bit, and it was so good to see those guys come up and really dig deep and prove to themselves, first and foremost, and then to the rest of the country, that this opportunity was theirs and they weren't afraid to take it.
With Australia facing Canada at the Salou Sports Centre, with a spot in the world's top 10 rankings at stake.
The first goal I let in was not good. I basically got chipped from what some might call half, because I read the ball wrong. I thought I was going to jump the ball, and then I didn't get there fast enough. By the time I got to where I thought I was supposed to be, the ball was over my head and subsequently in the back of the net 2 seconds later. I actually let in a second very not so good goal. So it was 2-0 after that. Probably should have been 0-0 if I played my position correctly on those 2 shots.
With his team down 2-0 with only 2 minutes left in regulation, Sam Sharon put his team on his back, mounting a furious comeback.
Canada pushing men forward in droves. Australia trying to get the ball clear. Back into the box. One last chance. Oh, and he's put it away. It's 2-2. Sammy Sharon has saved the day for Canada with not much time left in this one.
With the score tied at 2 at the end of regulation, the game goes into extra time, where each side convert on a penalty. Now tied at 3-3, the game is headed for a shootout.
Tucked it away in the bottom left corner. And there seems to be a bit of communication now on the field, and it looks like it is indeed Ryan Watson, the goalkeeper for Canada.
I've been playing goal since I was 12 years old, and I've never had this opportunity, let alone on a national stage, to try to impact a game. And this is like a goaltender's dream.
Ryan Watson against Barty, and slots it home in the left corner. What a cheeky kick.
I knew if I focused on putting it in that corner, that's hopefully where it would go. It worked out, and then had to get back in the net.
Jeremy Boyce has to score, otherwise Canada claim victory. Can Watson be the hero for the Canadians? He signed it! Oh, what a brilliant stop by Ryan Watson! And Canada have knocked off the Pararoos on penalty kicks 5-4. What an amazing showing by Ryan Watson.
Absolute legend. Number 1 in your program, number 1 in my heart, Ryan Watson. God bless that man.